What's up, pandas? Today we're playing a game that I've kind of fallen in love with called Breadwinner World. I'll just go ahead and show you my house so far. It's just this rug, which, come on, that is an amazing rug. Tell me you didn't have one of these as a kid or still don't have one. I haven't decorated much. I've just kind of put the blue window trim and door trim on. We got this little guy you can carry around. Oh my God, it said he needs a hug. Will you be my friend? I didn't know it did that. That's hilarious. So I put some bamboo wallpaper or siding on the house. Panda. Bamboo. Makes sense, right? You can see out of the windows in your house, but you can't see in. No, you can't be peeking on me. All right, so let's just hop over to Granary real quick. Show you kind of like what you got going on. The best way I explain how these bakeries work. This is all one gigantic server. Each city has its own little world you can teleport to. So right now I'm in the main city. This is the capital of the game. It's like 00. This is the main capital of the game, and it's run by Deer Octon. I've actually met them. They're really cool. They'll sell you stuff for cheaper than what you can get it at. This is where you make the bread. This is where you put the grain in. All right, so one of the things you can do is planting seeds. So you just walk around throwing seeds on the ground, and it grows wheat for the bread. And the seeds, they can be thrown on top of each other. As you can see, like they're growing in between each other right now. And then you can also take out your scythe, you can chop it down, and when you fill up enough of chopping, it pops into a little bag out of your back. And you can pick these up, and you bring them over here, you throw them in this. Then two of those, they'll grind down into the flour. And you take some flour from here. This is just my way of doing it. I just open this for just at 4 seconds. So like 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4. And then I just let it stir. You'll figure it out, but you can kind of open it just to get one ball out so you can hit your perfect bread making. You see, I just got 1,500 experience from that one bread. So just kind of find something that nobody's doing and just go with it. Everybody's working together. We all have the same goal. Make as much bread as you can so you can sell it to get more bread. If you catch my drift. Bread is money. So a cool thing about this game is they have like an investment center. So as you're making money, you can invest in this bakery and then you get a portion of it back. I haven't logged on for a day and I have 4,000, but I have 1.5 million invested. It's not a quick way to get money, but it's just something to do with your money, and then you also get free money back. Early on in the game, I would suggest stacking your bread up and buying as much mana as you can. Mana is bought and sold with Robux. So if you're buying mana out of this machine, someone bought that mana with Robux and now they're selling it for bread. So they spent real life currency to get in-game currency. Maybe they just didn't need the mana, whatever the reason. When you save enough bread, you can come over here. I was told to never buy more than one at a time because each one of these mana is sold by a player. So I can go in here. I'll show you an example. So I bought one. What you do with the mana is you come over here to this shopping thing, and this is where all your upgrades are. You can upgrade how many seeds you're throwing down, how far you swing your scythe. You can carry more than one wheat roll, so you can carry 2 at a time. You can upgrade your mixing speed, which I'm working on. You can come in here and you can make a profit. So I can come in here, I could sell one. I only got the one. So let's at least make our money back. 22.50. And now it's got 2 hours to sell. If someone comes in here and buys it in the next 2 hours, I will make money or get my money back in this case. As people are making bread, it stacks the money over here. It's kind of cool. You can lay on it. But so you just go over here every once in a while and you collect your money. I think it's based on how much work I've done in this server so far, but I am supposed to be getting a wage per loaf that goes through here. So I don't suggest just sitting around. Definitely want to at least be doing something. Another thing you can do, this little guy is above my head. He is my pet, and I've named him Pandito. They have some uses. I'm gonna show you how to get a pet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your house. If you're looking for houses to buy, this is where you can rent them per se, but this is a teleport home button. So all I like to do is just teleport to home, and then you come outside, and what you're gonna look for is some floating orbs. Hopefully I can find one pretty quick here. I see one all the way over there. 2 of them actually. You see that? See that green ball? That's a pearl. The pearls in this game, the first one you get, it turns into a pet. So I'm not sure if it matters what color you find, but once you find one of these orbs, you collect it, you'll get your pet. As you're finding more of those pearls, what you're gonna do is use them to power up your pet. All right, I don't see that pearl, so let's go ahead and teleport home. So inside your house, what you're gonna wanna do is build down here. This is where you build stuff or buy stuff. If you don't have it yet, you scroll down here to pet pedestals. This one's just 100 bread, so you're gonna buy that, place it on the ground. You can use this pedestal to power up your pet pet. And if you found an orb after you've already got your pet, you use the orb, power up your pet. And you can see right here, it's saying, do you want me to pick the old one or the new one? As you see, this is my old one. I can choose to have it look like this or keep it the way it was. It doesn't really matter to me. If I ever find a shape that I really like, I might keep it. I just kind of put all of my orbs into it and kind of just see where they're going to look like. I believe it's changing colors as I rank it up. We're just going to power this up a couple more times, see what it's going to look like. As you see, it's just changing color right now. Give it one more power up. Hopefully we can get something different here. Oh, he's got a little star eye. Cool. I like the new one. Look at it. He's got a star eye. Oh, it blinked. Oh my God. I didn't know they blink. It freaked me out. All right. So as you're powering up your pets, what you'll notice is it says power level 41. And what you can do is you can use these pedestals. You know, you can just place the party portal. Depending on the power level of your pet is how far into the worlds people can see them. All right. So let's test this a little bit. Testing. Let's place the party portals. All right. So the pet's going to create a portal over at the home world. So let's go back over there. I'll show you the portals, what they look like. So when you create a portal, it's going to show up like this over here, but a portal will pop up here and it'll say Crash Panda. You can name the portal. So like if you want people to come to your village, you would put a portal up and say, you know, please come here or something. So this is the main city. And then this is Bread Cat Town. So if I keep walking this way, I'll show you how it works. Once I walk so far, it's going to teleport me to the Bread Cat Town. I'll show you that. All right. So this is the city limits right here. You see this line on the ground? Once I cross over to this, it's going to teleport me in 5 seconds to Bread Cat Town. We have found a ghost town. If people don't visit a town enough, it becomes inactive and becomes a ghost town. The only good perks of trying to start a new town is if you have a lot of friends and you guys are all trying to gain experience together. You saw how busy the main granary was. It can be hard to like do stuff because there's so many people working. So it's up to you. Another perk of moving to a town with less people in it, if you're looking for housing, it's only 800 bread per day for rent on the house. When I get back to the other town, I'll show you how much it's going to cost. Let's see if my portal's over here. So the reason why you would want to put a portal, so like let's say I lived in this town and I wanted people from the other towns to come to this town, I would put a party portal up and say, hey, I need help or something, and then hope people that'll join that party portal and come to my house. As you can see, this place is completely dead. I can't even invest. They have a dividend penalty. That's how much bread you get based on the investments. Inactivity is based on how much work you're doing. I do believe that one person could make this active enough to not be a ghost town, but they'd have to be online like almost all day probably, I would assume. So yeah, that's how you get the different cities within the main game. You can walk to them or find a portal that goes to the different towns. Another main town I know about is Dogville and Rosemary Paws. I didn't name them, okay, people, but this is Dogville. So someone in Dogville, they put up a portal so that people can come to Dogville. As you can see, someone put a portal up in their house so people can get to Dogville. It can be a little tricky getting out of these houses. Take your time, have fun with it, look around. You can also vote on a house if you spawn in it. If you like the way it's been decorated and stuff, you can give them a rating up. I've already given them a rating because I love this house. It's so awesome. I always just come out and check for orbs. As you can see, I turned around and I got a new pearl. I keep calling them orbs, but they are pearls. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Dogville Bakery. I can work in here. I can help these people. I just won't be able to invest. I don't live here and I won't get any dividends, but I can still earn money and experience for every loaf being created if I work here. But we're going to go back home real quick. We're going to go back to the capital and I'll show you house prices over here in the capital. I can see the cheapest rent you're going to find is 3,368 bread. Once you rank up and you get your wage up and you work enough, making money really doesn't take that long, especially if the server is busy at all. Another thing to keep in mind, if you already have a house, what you can do is go into the house settings right here and you can pay rent in advance. So now tomorrow it'll auto pay every day. It'll subtract money from your bank if you have money in there, but you can go ahead and pay rent in advance. I do have a couple people living with me. So when you're looking for a house, it tells you how many residents can live there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. These houses were full last time and I couldn't afford that even if I wanted to. I'd go broke in a day. So that's something, if you do have a house on a server, you're going to want to make sure to get on at least once or every other day to pay rent and pay rent in advance, or make sure you have money in your bank to cover rent. Let's pop back over to the granary. So you can see I collected that 2,000 dividends early. I've already gotten 76. So what it shows here, it's got 46,000 bread and it's going to be divided between all these people, all the shareholders. And you get a percentage based on how much you've invested. I've invested 1.5 million and I only have 0.163% ownership, which is crazy to me. And it says estimated days to pay back. It's going to take 442 days, real life days, I believe. So it's going to take me over a year to get this money back. Do what you want with investing. I would stack all your bread and buy mana and upgrade your stats. It doesn't make it more fun. The pearls that I was collecting, when you collect them, you can trade them to people or you can sell them to people. So there has been people who come in the lobby and say, is anyone buying pearls? Anyone want to buy pearls? And most people charge like 2,000 to 2,500 bread per pearl. If you don't have a pet already, trading for pearls will not grant you your pet. So definitely want to go out into the world and find your first pearl. I've already put quite a few hours into this. Boo, is he gonna buy my mana? Yeah, buy it. Buy my mana. Yeah. Wait, what? Buy my mana. This is Breadwinner World. Yeah, it's a good time. If we get enough interest in this game, I would love to go to one of the ghost towns and just completely take it over and like redo the artwork with some pandas and yeah, you catch my drift. If there's enough people interested in this game and we're all playing it, we can move to a new city and take it over. The thing about that is if we're not active, it will become a ghost town and we won't make as much money. Yep. This is Breadwinner World on Roblox. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.